Okay, last question for you. How do you feel about Andrew Tate?
Oh my gosh. Literally, oh my gosh. I haven't even watched enough of his videos to have a strong opinion on him, but what I've heard and what I've seen, he's a dick. Like, he's literally such a dick, and there's no, I don't understand why boys feel so influenced by him. I feel like you have okay, not to judge, but I personally feel like if you're gonna be influenced by someone like that, or if you're gonna feel like you need to support someone like that, you have a pretty weak mindset. Like, you can tell he feeds off of young boys, or like little boys have really weak mindsets because they're easily influenced. You know what I mean? If Andrew Tate is like, you can go fuck a girl, they're gonna be like, yeah, you can go fuck a girl and it's okay. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm like, anybody who supports him, red flag.
I'd have to shut that down. I think it's disrespectful.
Because, like, you should have a mind of your own. You should have an opinion of your own. And I've noticed that the people who support him, they definitely are almost like, maybe it's subconscious too, but they're repeating his videos, repeating what he says, not even realizing it.
There's endless videos on TikTok of people going up to women on the street going, what do you think of Andrew Tate?
Do you like him?
No.
The girls will say, I hate him, I hate him. They say, why? He says, he talks bad about women. And then they say, what does he say bad? Every single one of them goes, can't remember.
Yeah, do you have a reason why you don't like him?
Like, it just, he influenced them so easily, you know?
What kind of things do you not agree with? Like, he says a lot of things like men are allowed to have sex with multiple women, but women are not allowed to do that. How do you feel about that?
That's stupid.
So a woman can't go around fucking people and pretend it's the same as a man running around fucking people. It's absolutely not the same. A man can only cheat if he loves someone else. If I have a woman who I truly love, and I go out and fuck, and I come back to her, and I don't care about her, and I only love my girl, that's not cheating.
That's actually so idiotic. I actually think I've heard that video, or he was like on a podcast, and I think I've watched that. I think that is so idiotic because there's sometimes, so you know the point you made earlier when you said, like, when you come to a girl with like two bodies, then you have experience, whereas the girl, you know, like you want someone who's like clean or fresh or whatever. I think it's like a valid perspective.
One thing a man's looking for is a woman who can stand next to him that every single man wants, and not a single man can say I've had.
Like, you know, it's a topic to be discussed. Like, I could see that. Whereas him saying something like that is just so absurd. Like, I just feel like there's no reason for him to feel as though men have so much more of a right. You know, it's disrespectful at the end of the day if you're in a relationship and you're going to go out and fuck other people, you know, just because you're a guy. What is that? You know, that's definitely small dick energy. That is the definition.
Okay, but what about like gender roles? That I kind of agree with him because I feel like now...
What? You agree with him?
You agree with him too. You said you cook and you like do feminine things.
Oh, wait.
That's what I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
No, I thought you meant him saying that you can fuck other...
I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Gender roles. So I've been saying lately, like, girls are starting to develop male tendencies. And men are starting to develop feminine tendencies. Like, every man is a fucking simp or a pussy. They cry and they're all up in the feelings. I understand you like communication, but there's a degree.
I believe that men and women have different roles. I believe that we were created differently by God because we are the perfect team. I believe that a man who's in his masculine frame is best suited by a woman who's in her feminine frame. I believe when we work together, we can achieve amazing things, whether it's raising children or preserving society. And I believe a man has certain jobs and a woman has certain jobs.
I guess so.
It's not like, oh, you like first date type of shit. I'm crying. Oh, you're so beautiful. Like, bro, get a hold of yourself. What kind
Stop.
Serious, man.
Stop it.
I'm serious.
Some people love that.
On the first date.
Okay, not the first date. Maybe
On
not
the first date.
Not the first date.
And then there's fucking chicks out here that are like brolic.
I actually have such a strong opinion on that. Like, I strongly believe in like feminine energy. I genuinely think it's so beautiful.
It's beautiful, but it's
lacking. So
lacking.
beautiful. But the thing is, it's not only the girl's fault, nor is it only the guy's fault. Because if you listen to people nowadays, some guys genuinely want a girl who's masculine. Like,
really?
Yes.
You're kidding me.
I swear to you that it's happened recently where I've heard guys say like, I want a girl that pushes me around, or that's kind of like manly, because he's like, he describes it as, oh, she's like boys, like she's boys. So I want someone who's masculine. And then I've heard girls who's like, I really, really want a guy who's super like he can be my bestie boo and we can be girls, you know, like girls together. And so I feel like it's, at the end of the day, it's not their fault if they're being told that that's what somebody is looking for. But I personally feel like a girl who exudes feminine energy is so beautiful, and a guy who
Beautiful.
exudes masculine energy is just as attractive. And again, there's a difference between masculinity and being a dickhead, though.
Yeah, that's true. There's a level. What about like Conor McGregor type of, you know, that UFC guy?
Oh yeah. What about him?
He's confident as shit, but a lot of girls don't like that. They're like, that's way too much. He walks around like fuck everybody, kind of like a dickhead.
I feel like masculine, that to me, that's not masculine energy.
No?
I feel like masculine energy is very much well, confident in himself, yeah. But again, I feel like that's what I would consider small man syndrome, like having to prove himself. But I feel like also masculine energy is very much like something, for example, a guy who protects his girl. Like,
Yeah,
that's
do you want a guy
masculine
who knows how to fight?
Like, I don't really care. Oh, I mean, I guess so. Like, at the end of the day, you want someone who can protect you.
100%.
But if like he was to lose in a fight, I wouldn't be like, oh, what a pussy. You know, I would just be like,
I would. No,
really?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I would just be like,
It could go either way on fight. It's hard.
I would be like,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
at least he's trying. You
Yeah,
know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
But or someone who like lets his girl be feminine is already to me masculine. Like a guy who will let his girl, you know, not necessarily like excessively paying for everything, but just letting her be happy and like maybe go treat her to something. You know, that's already masculine energy,
Yeah,
because
I
you're
agree.
acknowledging that a woman can be a woman. She can be feminine in her own.
Yeah, I agree. In this generation, listen, guys want feminine energy, but
You'd
guys
be
are not.
surprised. You'd be so
Yeah.
surprised.
I know. But they're not willing to give off the masculine. You gotta pay for the girl. You gotta do these things. You know, the girl's gonna only be feminine if you fucking man.
Exactly.
But yeah, strange generation.